Good evening, inhabitants of the exclusion zone, and welcome to tonight's broadcast. Things are going well. I don't think the isolation part of this is hitting me yet. My robot sidekick is doing a pretty good job of keeping me sane. Brr, say hello to the listeners. No? Alright then. I guess he's shy. Anyways, tonight's selection is still from the Shadow. It's going to be interspliced with random and dwindling series of songs that sound like overly generic jazz. For the shows, we have Aboard the Steamship Amazon, Murders in Wax, and Message from the Hills. Enjoy!
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Shadow's latest adventure will be on the air in just a moment. Don't miss any of it because it's a thriller from the word go. And if you drive a car, don't miss this. It's the biggest news of the year for motorists. It's the inside story of the safest thing on wheels, the new Goodrich Safety Silvertown tire. This remarkable tire brings you something entirely new in tire safety, the Lifesaver Tread. Developed after 2 years of exhaustive research, after grueling tests of tread designs by the hundred, this amazing Lifesaver Tread stops you quicker and safer on wet, slippery roads than you've ever stopped before. Its never-ending spiral bars, like a battery of windshield wipers, sweep water from under the tire, force it out through special deep drainage grooves, make a dry track for the rubber to grip. Thus it protects you against skids in all directions, overcomes the hazard zone of motoring. Take my word for it, you'll never know what the word stop really means until you felt the grip of the Silvertown Lifesaver Tread on a wet, treacherous road. And that's not all. Silvertowns are the only tires in the world that give you golden ply blowout protection. And think of it, you get both of these priceless safety features, skid protection and blowout protection, at no extra cost. Tomorrow isn't a bit too soon to start riding on Goodrich, spelled Goodrich. Goodrich. Safety Silvertown. The Shadow, Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Cranston is known to the underworld as the Shadow. Never seen, only heard, as haunting to superstitious minds as a ghost, as inevitable as a guilty conscience. The Shadow's true identity is known only to his constant friend and aide, Margot Lane. Today's story, Aboard the Steamship Amazon.
Come on over, Randy.
Join the party.
Hi, children. What's the celebration for?
Jane's been lucky. She's in the money. She guessed right on the ship's run for the day.
Yeah, come on and join us. Can't let Jane take all that cash you wanted to Ricowana when we dock tomorrow.
Don't mind me. I just supply the money. What'll it be, Randy?
Oh, nothing now, thanks. I'm looking for my stepmother. Anybody seen her?
Oh, sure. She's over there with Dr. DeVista. Oh, yes. See you later. Oh, say, we're going for a swim in the deck pool. Want to come
Oh,
along?
not this afternoon, thanks.
Oh, I don't think you like us.
Hey, it'd be a lot of fun, though, wouldn't it?
Hello, Mother. Afternoon, DeVista.
Sit down, Rando.
Oh, thank you, Mother. Well, tomorrow we'll be in Ricowana. And from there on, it's going to be one great big party.
Lower your voice, my son.
Oh, no one can hear us in this corner. Time for the hush-hush is almost over.
Well, it will be shortly.
Well, I hope your little revolution is half as much fun as smuggling those munitions out of the United States has been.
It will be more exciting, I assure you.
And when the revolution is successful, you will be a hero, Todd. My countrymen will never forget what you have done for them.
Well, just as long as it's fun, I don't mind putting up the money.
But you will make a fortune also. The people of my blood will show their gratitude in practical ways.
You know, the more I think of it, the funnier it gets. The luxurious steamer Amazon on a pleasure cruise, with enough ammunition and guns down in its hold to overthrow 3 governments.
Be careful, Todd.
Oh, don't worry. Nobody knows about those boxes marked electric refrigerators.
No one but us and Tang Sui.
Yes. Your Japanese valet is more practical than you thought. He is interested in the money he is going to make.
Sure. Well, Mother, tomorrow should be a great day for you.
Yes, to rule the land I was driven out of, an exile.
Yes, Marie. The general has promised you great power.
Master,
What is it now, Tang Sui?
message come to stateroom. I bring it.
A message?
It is a radiogram.
Well, let's have it, Tang Sui.
Here, Master.
Oh, that's all, Tang Sui. Oh, blazes, it's in code.
Code. Then it's from...
Headquarters, yes. From the general.
Oh, it may be important. We'd better decode it right away, my son.
Sure.
No, not here, Todd.
Oh, well, hardly. I'm not a complete fool, Doctor. Anyway, the code book's in my cabin. I'll meet you at dinner time.
Your stepson. He thinks this is all a lark. He does not count the danger.
Randolph. He is a fool.
But he will not be quite so gay if an accident happens. If he is stood against a wall and shot.
That would be unfortunate, Dr. De Vista.
Yes, for him. But if he were... you would come into all his money. Have you forgotten that?
No, my friend. I have not forgotten that.
Nice swim, Margot?
Fun, what?
Join me to walk on deck.
I'd love to.
I don't see young Todd doing his famous jackknife with debutante.
Now, Lamont, Randy's a nice boy. I've known him for years. A little too much money, but that's all.
And he travels around with a strange crew. His stepmother looks rather formidable.
Stop making deductions. You're on vacation.
See the devil. Hello, Todd.
Oh, hello. Hello, Margot.
Randy! Oh, what's the matter with him?
Very polite, was he?
I never saw him act like that before. He was like a man in a daze.
Did look worried. He had bad news.
Bad news.
Yes, didn't you notice he had a radiogram in his hand stuck in his pocket and he saw us coming?
Well, he certainly shot out of his stateroom in a hurry.
Yes, and he wasn't really going anyplace. He stopped and was standing there by the rail.
All by himself. That isn't like Randy either.
Margot, perhaps he needs help. Why not talk to him?
He wouldn't talk in front of you, Lamont.
All right, you go alone. I'll duck.
And if he does need help?
Maybe we can supply it. See you later.
All right, I'll go over and talk to him. Nice day, isn't it, Randy?
Huh? Oh, hello, Margot.
Randy, what's the matter with you?
Well, I'm in kind of a jam, Margot, but don't you worry.
What sort of a jam?
Oh, it's the worst darn mess
Suppose you tell me the whole story.
I can't do that.
Of course you can.
No. I'm an awful coward, Margot.
Coward? Nonsense. What is there to be afraid of?
Nothing.
Randy, I believe you are frightened. Are you in danger?
Margot, what would you do? No, I can't tell anyone.
Tell them what?
Oh, please, leave me alone, Margot.
Randy.
Stop pestering me, will you? I can't stand it.
Randy, come back here. Randy! Shadow,
Yes, Margot.
you heard everything?
Yes, I was here beside you. Randolph Todd must have some cause for his fear. I think I must talk to that young man. Talk to him soon. As the shadow.
Dr. De Vista, have you seen Randolph?
No, Maria.
I thought surely he'd be here dancing.
No, he did not even come to dinner. Tang Sui is looking for him.
De Vista, there is something wrong. Let's go to the boys' car. Come.
Here is Tang Sui now.
Tang Sui, my stepson.
My master has gone back to his stateroom.
Good.
He is worried. He walks up and down, up and down.
We must see about this. Please come, both of you.
That radiogram, Maria. Perhaps that is what upset you.
Here is the cabin, mister.
Open the door.
Hello? Oh, is it you?
Yes, Todd. It is us.
Shut the door, Tang Sui.
Yes, mister.
Well?
We thought you were coming to the dance.
Oh, I changed my mind.
Something bother, master, maybe.
No, I'm all right.
Randolph, stop handling that old dagger and look at me.
I'm interested in this knife. It's an ancient...
An ancient Indian knife, we know all that.
Randolph, We want to know why you are acting like this.
What did the general say in his radiogram?
The radiogram?
Yes. What was the message?
Well, nothing important. Just good wishes.
Really? May I see the message?
Oh, no, I tore it up and threw it overboard.
You destroyed it?
Well, yes, it wasn't important.
That message was from the general. We had a right to see it.
I'm sorry. I just didn't think.
Randolph.
Well, what difference does it make? Hey, what are you all staring at me for?
Me think master lie.
Feng Shui is right, Randolph. You're lying.
I said I threw the message overboard.
You're a poor liar, Randolph. Give me that paper.
I tell you,
Grab him.
Oh, no, look out, he stabbed the knife.
Hold him, Feng Shui.
Tung Sui hold master drop a knife.
Let me go. Twist his arm, Tang Sui.
I twist the drop a knife.
Stop!
Drop the knife, you fool. Feng Shui's jiu-jitsu will tear your arm off. Good. Go through his pockets, Vista. I'll pick up the knife.
Hold him, Tang Sui.
No worry, Tung Sui handle.
This won't get you anywhere.
Find the radio message, Doctor, and the code book.
Ah, here it is. In the book. Ah, and a decoded copy.
Read it.
Entire plan discovered by government. Blow up ammunition to prevent capture.
Master lie.
Well, what if I did? You can't take that message seriously.
It is an order.
It's insane. Think of all the people on this boat. I won't do a thing like that. If you set off the ammunition, they'd all be killed.
What is that to us? Fool.
We follow the general.
Listen, this isn't what I joined. This is mass murder. Innocent people. I didn't mind fighting in your penny ante war, but this...
You are a traitor to your people.
Your people, stepmother. Not mine. The passengers on this boat are my countrymen. I won't let you slaughter them. I'll show up the whole scheme.
You dare?
So watch me. Either you call the whole thing off or I go to the captain.
No, master.
You can't hold me forever, Tang Sui.
So, you would betray us. Enrique Guana, this is the fate of traitors.
Mother, put down that knife.
The knife, it is for the traitor's heart.
Maria! You threw the knife.
Let him fall, Tang Sui.
Mistress, throw well. He is dead.
But, Maria, this is murder.
Do not be a fool, Davista. We had to silence him.
You cannot hide a murder.
It is not murder. The knife is Randolph's. His grip alone is on the handle. I threw it by the blade. My poor, distracted stepson killed himself.
Suicide.
Mistress is very wise.
Yes, we shall say when they ask questions that we three left him alone and went to dinner. Later, in the dark, we shall carry out the general's command.
Explode the...
Yes, my dear doctor. Blow up the ship.
Oh, hello, Margot. Hello, Mr. Cranston. This is Randy's cabin. He promised to throw a party. It's his last night on board, and he's walked out on us.
Doesn't answer?
No, and I'll bet he's sound asleep in there. Randy, you lubber, let us in.
I don't hear anyone inside. Oh, steward, come here a moment.
Yes, sir? Butler, sir.
Do you know if Mr. Todd's in his cabin?
He was till the last I knew. His valet said Todd didn't wish to be disturbed.
There, what did I tell you? I'm going to keep on knocking till he pays some attention. Oh, just a minute, Jane. Mr. Cranston has an idea.
Steward, have a pass key? Suppose you open the door for us.
Well, no, sir, I don't know that...
Of course you will. Mr. Todd's playing a joke on the young lady, and we mustn't let him. No one will know. You let us in. Come on.
Oh, thank you, sir. Of course, if it's all in fun, sir.
Oh, it's dark. Randy, where are you?
The light switch is by the door, sir.
Oh, yes. Here we are.
Lamont, he isn't here.
Oh, yes, he is, sir. Look, he's lying on the floor.
Yes, come on, Randy, wake up. Oh! Lamont, that knife in his breast.
Yes. Is he...
Randy Todd is dead.
Oh, my poor, poor Randolph.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Todd.
Oh.
Stepson appears to have committed suicide.
You're sure, Captain McTeague?
Yes, I'm sure, Miss Cranston.
There should be some reason for suicide, Captain.
I am afraid our young friend was bored with life. He was ill and depressed when we left him before dinner.
Exactly, Dr. Vista. I had the ship's doctor check the fingerprints on that knife. They all belong to the dead man. No one else has touched it.
If only he had come to me.
You must not reproach yourself, Marie.
Captain,
Yes, Mr. Cranston?
I met young Todd this afternoon. He seemed worried about something.
Yes, I, too, noticed that he was troubled.
The question is, Dr. DeVita, what was he worried about?
Who knows? He was a moody youth.
Yes, poor boy will never know his reason.
Captain, Todd had a radiogram this afternoon. It's missing now.
Randolph received many messages, Captain McTeague, concerning the estate.
Did he show you this one, Mrs. Todd?
I never interfered with his affairs.
We're wasting time, Cranston.
I think not, Captain. This message may have been important. Tang Sui, did you see it?
Tang Sui know nothing.
I'll ask the questions, Cranston.
Very well.
You might ask Mr. Cranston how he knows the radiogram is missing.
Yes, how about that, Cranston?
Todd was wearing the same suit when I found him, so I looked for it.
You mean you searched the body?
Yes, the steward was here as a witness.
Well, I must say you've got your nerve, Cranston.
Perhaps, but suicide with a knife isn't very common, Captain.
Now, look here, Cranston. It's bad enough to have a suicide on board without you trying to twist it into something worse.
No one saw young Todd after his 3 traveling companions left him.
I resent that.
Captain McTeague, this is outrageous. Must we be badgered by this young man? I can't stand his manners. Oh.
I still say...
That's enough from you, Cranston.
I'm merely trying...
I've had more than enough of your impudence. Adams, yes, Captain, take this Mr. Cranston to his stateroom and lock him up.
Lock me up?
Yes, I am holding you as a material witness.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And Adams. Yes, sir. Put a man on the deck outside Cranston's cabin window. He's to stay in his room. Yes, sir. Come on, Mr. Cranston.
Coming. I'll see you again, Captain. Very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting for the Shadow's hair-raising story to reach a thrilling climax, let me say something about a new kind of rainy-day driving safety that may save your life. Because who knows...
The Shadow knows. When there's wet, slippery film on the highways, there's always the grim uncertainty that your car may start sliding, swerving, spinning off the road. Why gamble with fate?
Yes, motorists, and why gamble on tires when the new Goodrich Silvertown, with its lifesaver tread, offers you such marvelous skid protection? And marvelous is the word for it, because exhaustive road tests of the regular and premium price tires of America's 6 largest tire manufacturers prove that the new Goodrich Silvertown gave greater skid protection than any of the other tires tested. And don't forget, motorists, those grueling road tests weren't made by Goodrich. They were conducted by absolutely impartial engineers from America's largest independent testing laboratory, the Pittsburgh Testing Laboratory. What's more, some of the tires the new Silvertown was tested against have list prices as much as 40 to 70% more. When you consider that, then the fact that this new Goodrich Silvertown gave greater skid resistance than any tire tested is even more remarkable. Remember, when you buy Silvertowns, you get Lifesaver Tread skid protection plus Golden Ply blowout protection. 2 exclusive Goodrich features at no extra cost.
Here, this go in that bag, steward.
Right you are.
Think that is all.
Smart idea, Mr. Tang Sui, packing ahead of time. Most people leave it to the last minute.
Boat docks tomorrow.
Right you are, early in the morning. That was terrible, your boss, Mr. Todd, killing himself.
Most tragic. Tang Sui very fond of young master.
Yes, very tough break. I'll answer it. That's funny.
Funny. What is?
There's nobody at the door.
No one?
The passage is empty.
Never mind, steward. You can go.
Right you are.
Shut door, please. Steward, I said go. Who laughed?
I did, Tang Sui.
You. Where are you? I cannot see you.
I am here beside you, Tang Sui.
Only voice.
Yes, Tang Sui. The Shadow is a voice, asking for the truth. The truth about Randolph Todd's death.
Tang Sui know nothing.
Tang Sui lies. The Shadow knows. Where is the radiogram your young master got this afternoon?
I not know.
You're a wicked servant, Tang Sui. Where is the radiogram?
I did nothing.
Where is it?
Here in pocket.
Put it on the table.
Yes, Shadow.
Why was it taken? What does it say?
I give it to you. Now, go away, please.
No, Tang Sui, not until I know the truth. Was Randolph Todd murdered?
Go away, please, go away. Tang Sui did nothing.
Tang Sui, get away from that door.
No, leave me alone. I run.
Nonsense, Tang Sui.
Such a wild story.
No, true. Tang Sui talk with Shadow. No, no, ma'am. Just a shadow.
I don't believe it.
It true, Mrs. Shadow take radiogram from Tang Sui.
The radiogram. You gave it to him?
You cow.
Cannot fight shadow, cannot see.
Fool. There is the answer to not seeing him. He hid in the fog.
No fog in Tang Sui cabin.
Well, we won't mind the fog a little later tonight. Doctor, you'd better shut the window. Look at the way the curtains are blowing in.
That is funny. There has not been a breath of air all night.
But the curtains were blowing, just for a moment.
This shadow, he may prove an obstacle.
How? He cannot know our plans, or what is in the hold of the ship. Now listen, we are only about 10 miles off the Ricaguana coast.
In a section friendly to the revolution.
Yes, in the fog we can easily lower a boat and slip away.
But this a shadow.
You and your ghost stories, Tang Sui. He cannot do anything.
He has radio message.
Only the copy in code. I destroyed the decoded copy. How can he read the message without the code book?
And you have the code book saved, De Vista?
Of course, I have it on me.
Look in your pocket, De Vista.
Huh?
What's that? Who spoke?
Shadow. He's here.
Yes, my friends. The shadow is here.
Maria, the code book. It is not in my pocket.
I took
It is
it
gone.
from you, De Vista. I took it. Now I can read the message that caused one of you to murder Randolph Todd.
Maria, if he reads that message.
First, he must decode it. By that time, he will be too late. Come, we act at once.
Half speed ahead. Half speed it is, Captain. Very good, Mr. Pearson. Keep her on the course and keep sounding that whistle. Yes, sir. What night, sir? Aye, blasted fog. Watch she doesn't get any closer to shore. There are shoals in there. Aye, aye, sir.
Captain McTeague.
What was that?
I am here, Captain McTeague. Behind you.
Where? Get off the bridge. There are no passengers allowed up here.
Your ship is in danger, Captain.
Listen, whoever you are, get off the bridge. There's no danger. I've brought the Amazon through many a fog.
The danger isn't the fog, Captain. It's below decks.
Below? Say, come out into the light so I can get a good look at you.
You cannot see me, Captain, but you must believe me. There are explosives in the hold.
You must be crazy.
There are munitions. Disguised. They're bound for revolutionaries in Ricaguana. There's a plan to blow them up.
Say, who are you?
They call me the Shadow, Captain. Believe me, you must go below before it is too late. Randolph Todd knew about the munitions, too. That's why he was murdered.
Murdered?
If you don't believe that, Captain, at least go down into the hold. Go now, and you will learn.
Mr. Pearson.
Yes, sir.
Take over. I'm going below. I want 2 men, armed.
Yes, sir.
Hurry, De Vista. Get the top of that box.
Yes, Maria. Tang Sui, hand me that hatchet.
Yes, sir. Here.
This one has the fuses.
Quickly, start tying one up to the powder. If one box blows up, they'll all go.
Yes, and the ship with them.
What is this?
Someone come.
What?
Tang Sui, quick, switch out the lights.
Yes, sir. Good. Now, Tang Sui, stay by the switch box. Don't turn them on till I give the word. Yes, mister.
Quiet, quiet.
It's black as pitch in here. Got your flash, Peters?
Yes, Captain.
Find the light switch. If you ask me, this is the craziest...
Now, Tang Sui.
Hey, who turned on those lights?
Do not move, Captain.
Got a gun, sir.
So I see.
So's the woman.
And I am a good shot, sailors. Keep your hands up.
Mr. Todd and Mrs. Todd and Dr. DeVista. Say, what are you doing down here?
Good evening, Captain.
And young Todd's valet, too. Put down those guns. What the devil do you mean
You
by...
do not command now, Captain.
That's mutiny.
Throw your guns on the floor, gentlemen.
I'll be...
You'll be dead if you don't.
Throw guns.
What do you say, Captain?
Go ahead, boys. There's not much we can do now. There's my gun.
The others, please, quickly. Line up, facing the wall, gentlemen. Keep those hands up, Captain.
You don't expect to get away with this.
But we do. We will. There will be a certain loud noise, and you... Well, never mind. Tang Sui.
Yes, Mrs.
You will shoot the first man who turns around.
Yes.
Come, Dr. DeVista. We must hurry. Bring the hatchet with you.
Yes, I am coming.
You. What's your name? Tang Sui. What does she mean by a loud noise? Are there explosives in this hold?
Captain, no talk.
If anything happens to this ship...
One more word and Captain die.
I think not, Tang Sui.
Shadow, let go. My arm.
Drop the gun, Tang Sui.
The man who calls himself the Shadow's got him.
Softly, Captain. Let's get the others.
I've got his gun, sir.
Oh, let me go, Shadow. Let me go.
Right, Captain. Rush the others. They're laying a fuse.
Fuse. Grab your guns, men. Come on.
Let go, Shadow. Tang Sui do nothing.
So, you don't like your jiu-jitsu when it's practiced on you. Pull on the others.
Drop your hands. Grab them, men. Hold it there. Now, easy, lady. We got you.
Oh, Shadow, this is your doing.
No, Mrs. Todd, yours. The Shadow merely helps the cause of justice.
Hey, these are munitions, all right. Look at that. Powder. High explosive shells. Enough to blow the ship right out of the water.
That was their idea, Captain.
Well, I hope you three are satisfied. Smuggling, piracy, assault with a deadly weapon, sabotage. You'll spend the rest of your lives behind bars.
No, Captain, not all three. Tang Sui will die for the murder of his master, Randolph Todd.
No, I did not.
You will hang Tang Sui.
I tell you truth, Shadow.
Don't you, fool.
Be quiet.
The truth, Tang Sui.
Mrs. Todd, one time, Sucker's lady, she throw knife by blade.
You little traitor.
Look out! She grabbed the hatchet, sir, and threw it. We had to shoot, sir.
The hatchet just missed Tang Sui.
Oh, she bad. She murder master.
The woman is dead. Marie.
So, Captain, Mrs. Todd paid for her crime. She killed her stepson. She planned to destroy all the people on the ship. Instead, it was she who perished.
Peters and Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Take Dr. Vista and Tang Sui to the brig.
Yes, sir. Yeah, come on, now, you. Come on.
Shadow, I'd like to thank you. Who are you, anyway?
Just the Shadow, Captain McTeague. I work in the shadows. Against crime.
You saved my ship. I feel the line should thank you publicly.
My power would be lost if I were known, Captain.
Well, there's a young man upstairs I owe an apology to. A lad named Cranston.
Really? Why?
Well, he sort of figured young Todd was murdered.
Mr. Cranston must be very wise. And now, Captain, I must go back into the shadows.
You have been listening to a dramatized version of one of the many copyrighted stories which appear in the Shadow magazine.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The Shadow knows.
All the characters and all the places named are fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental.
life to righting wrongs, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Cranston is known to the underworld as the Shadow. Never seen, only heard. As haunting to superstitious minds as a ghost. As inevitable as a guilty conscience. The Shadow's true identity is known only to his constant friend and aide, Margot Lane. Today's story, Murders in Wax.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to step inside and view the illuminating and educational exhibits that are the features of our waxworks. See Bluebeard actually slaying his 8 wives. See Custer's last stand. See the capture of George Keegan, public enemy #1. And many other thrilling, lifelike tableaux. The price of admission is only 1 dime, 10 cents. Our lecture is just starting, and if you hurry, you'll be just in time to witness the complete show on the inside. Step right up now. How many, Brother Pete?
2, please. All right, how many? Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll just step over here to the next platform, I shall describe to you the details of the feature tableau of our exhibit.
Say, they look like real people, don't they?
Yeah, how do they make them?
With wax.
Gee.
This tableau is a dramatic reenactment of the capture of George Keegan, the notorious gang chief of Prohibition Day.
Oh, that's the fellow I was...
He was arrested in the manner shown right here. No doubt you all recognize the figures of the brave men who personally led the police squad who made the capture. On the left, the wax figure of our own Mayor Lewis. Center, our District Attorney Armstrong. And right, Police Commissioner Weston.
Were they really there when Keegan was caught?
Sure he was.
George Keegan's arrest put an end to the wave of crime and lawlessness that gripped our city for a decade. He is now imprisoned in the state penitentiary for the rest of his natural life.
Gee, the girl in the tableau sure looks lifelike.
Yeah.
Oh, ask them who she is.
Okay. Hey, Cap, who's that girl?
Just coming to that, brother. A little lady seated in the chair was Keegan's gun moll, Edna Kelly. She was with him in the hideout at the time of the raid.
Hey, look at that. The wax figure fell off the chair.
Now, don't get excited, folks. It's only a wax figure. I'll just set it up again and... Holy cats. It's real.
What?
It's a body. A dead body. A dead body of Edna Kelly.
It's really Edna Kelly.
Edna Kelly, how'd she get here?
She's been murdered.
Beautifully, but if you don't pull a trifle harder on that right oar, we'll hit that rock.
Sorry, there we are. A little rusty on navigation, Margaret. This is my first rowboat venture in the park this spring.
I'm really enjoying it. I need a little fresh air and sunshine after that experience at the waxworks yesterday. That was pretty terrible.
How'd you ever happen to go to that place, Margaret?
Oh, well, I was showing the town to my cousin Jane from upstate. We passed the Waxworks Museum, and she insisted on going in. She'd never seen a chamber of horrors.
And she saw more horror than she bargained for.
Yes, and so did I. I'll never forget it.
Just what was that wax tableau like?
It was set in a replica of a finished room in the house where Keegan was captured.
Yes?
The figures of Mayor Lewis, District Attorney Armstrong, and Police Commissioner Weston were grouped about Keegan and Edna Kelly.
Did anyone notice the figure of the Kelly girl was actually she until it fell from the chair?
No. The wax figures were so lifelike that no one suspected.
I see. Shall I row off the island?
Oh, that'd be nice. Lamont, whom do you think killed Edna Kelly?
Well, she was a gunman's girl. They're always the obvious suspects, her lovers, enemies, or even members of his gang who might be more comfortable with her out of the way, but somehow I don't think it was either of these.
Why, Lamont?
Doesn't it strike you that the substitution of the girl's body to the waxwork in such a spectacular fashion may have some deeper significance than a mere bizarre effect?
Oh, what do you mean?
It must have been the girl's connection with the other people represented in that group that motivated the murder in bringing her body there.
I don't quite understand.
My deductions are correct. The taking of Edna Kelly's life is only the first of a series of vengeful murders.
But, Lamont, if that's true, isn't there anything you can do to forestall her?
Perhaps. I only knew a little more. If I only knew where the killer plans to strike next.
Surely the Shadow can find that out.
With your help, Margot, perhaps he can.
fine bunch of detectives I've got in this department. You call yourselves a homicide squad? That's a laugh.
But, Commissioner Weston, we've combed this city.
Hogan, have you checked on the story of the museum proprietor?
Commissioner, you talked to him yourself.
Have you verified his statements?
Yes, Chief, they're solid.
The murderer entered the Waxworks Museum by a back door. It was found jimmied. After he put Edna Kelly's body in a tableau, he took the wax image of her outside and buried it under some trash in the alley.
Did you go over the image for fingerprints, Cardona?
Yeah, but we couldn't find anything.
Tell him about the face.
Oh, yeah, Commissioner. Funny thing, the face of the wax dummy had been sliced with a knife across the left cheek.
Why didn't you tell me that before? You know what that means as well as I do.
That's right. That's the mark of a squealer.
Yeah, but it couldn't have been any mob stuff. The probation report shows that Edna Kelly's been going straight ever since Keegan was sent away.
If you ask me, I think it was a lunatic that done it.
Yeah.
No sane guy had set a dead girl's body up for exhibition in that waxworks joint.
No, it looks to me like one of them love things. Some guy carrying a torch for Kelly. And,
You're both wrong. It was no lunatic that committed that murder. And Edna Kelly hasn't gone out with anyone since Keegan started his stretch.
Then what, Chief?
Edna Kelly was murdered for vengeance by someone who wanted to settle a score with her lover, George Keegan. Keegan can't be reached in the big house, so they take it out on the girl.
And what about the mark of the squealer on the face of the wax figure?
That ties right in. That was the murderer's way of telling Keegan what he thought of him. Keegan has saved his neck by squealing on a dozen guys.
Say, that's right.
Of course it's right. Cardona, first thing in the morning, I want you and Hogan to conduct a general roundup of every known enemy of George Keegan.
That won't do any good, Commissioner.
It's the Shadow.
Where is he? Don't trouble to find him. Why are you here, Shadow?
To aid you in capturing the murderer of Edna Kelly.
What do you know about the case?
I know that you shouldn't be wasting your men's time rounding up possible suspects while the real assassin is left free to strike his next blow.
Now, see here, Shadow. Don't tell me how to run my department.
Hold on, Weston. I have every reason to suspect that the placing of the Kelly girl's body in the wax tableau was intended as a warning of other deaths to follow.
Other deaths? You think there's going to be more killings?
Be quiet, Hogan. Tell me what you mean, Shadow.
I mean that the other people represented in that wax tableau are in danger of being killed, too. And they're the mayor, the district attorney, and you yourself, Commissioner Weston.
That sounds preposterous.
Not at all. My advice is that you act quickly. One of you may be at this moment in imminent peril.
Oh, come, Shadow. What possible motive could the murderer of the girl have for wishing to kill us as well? I think that you're... Excuse me. Hello?
Mrs. Armstrong, the district attorney's wife wants to talk to you.
Put her on.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mrs. Armstrong. This is Commissioner Weston.
Oh, Commissioner, I'm dreadfully worried about John.
What's wrong?
Well, shortly after dinner, he went out. Said he might take a walk. Several hours passed, and he didn't return. I must have fallen asleep. And when I woke up a few minutes ago, he still hadn't come back. Oh, this isn't like John, Commissioner.
What time is it now?
It's after 2 a.m.
Well, now, don't be alarmed, Mrs. Armstrong. He's probably detained somewhere on business. I'll try to locate him for you and call you back.
Oh, thank you.
District attorney has disappeared.
Disappeared? Say,
Well, Commissioner Weston?
Do you think, Shadow, that...
Yes, Commissioner. I fear that the killer has struck again.
Can't be.
If I were you, I would go to the Waxworks Museum. At once. You may arrive in time to stop this murderer from completing his monstrous work.
Well, here's the wax museum, Commissioner Weston.
Sergeant, take some men around to guard the back door.
Yes, sir.
Cardona, has anyone any keys to this place?
No, sir. We'll have to force the lock.
All right, go to it.
Okay.
Come on, help you. Take it in there. Take it in there.
All right.
Come in.
Okay, all right. All right, there she is. Now, where's the light switch?
Never mind that. Use your flashlight.
Okay. Hey, kind of scary in here, ain't it?
Yeah, it gives you the creeps.
Hey, what's that?
Where?
That guy over there. He's got a knife.
Don't shoot, you fool. That's one of the wax dummies.
Oh.
Now, where is this Keegan tableau?
It's right over here on the left.
Oh. So that's it.
Well, I guess nothing's happened yet, Chief. Doesn't look like anything's been disturbed.
That's the wax dummy of District Attorney Armstrong sitting down in a chair.
Sitting down. Hey, it seems to me his dummy was standing up the last time he was here.
What? Give me a lift up on the platform, quick.
Yeah, you think it may be that...
I don't know. Flash the light over here. Good heavens. It's Armstrong.
Is it really District Attorney Armstrong?
Yes. Dead.
Murdered.
And he was brought here just like the shadow said he.
Yes. Just as I said, gentlemen. I'm sorry that I couldn't have warned you earlier.
Who did this thing, Shadow? You know? Who did it?
I'm not sure. But with your cooperation, Commissioner Weston, together, we may bring about his downfall.
How?
I am positive now that either you or Mayor Lewis is the next victim marked to go. Guard yourselves well.
I'll attend to that, all right.
You will hear from me soon, Commissioner. When the Shadow finds out who the killer is, he will be brought to justice.
I think it's quite evident now, Margot, even to Commissioner Weston, that the killers aim to do away with everyone concerned in that tableau.
Then, Lamont, you mean the mayor, the commissioner, and Keegan? They're the only ones left.
Exactly. Let me see, I should take a right turn here.
Lamont, do you believe these murders are the work of a madman?
Not at all. I think that whoever's behind all this is quite sane, Margot, quite sane.
What makes you say that?
There's some important civic figures in that group. Their removal would be highly advantageous to a political rival.
But surely political rivalry wouldn't be sufficient motive for these horrible crimes.
I wonder.
And besides the girl, Edna Kelly, how would she fit into that picture?
That's what we're driving up here to find out. There's the prison now.
A cheerful-looking spot.
I'll drive you up to the gate and let you out. I shan't go in with you.
Why not?
The warden, Mr. Driscoll, has never been a particular admirer of mine. A feeling which I reciprocate.
Why, Lamont?
Well, I had occasion to expose the graft-ridden conditions in this prison a few years ago. Naturally, that didn't make me too popular with Mr. Driscoll. Here we are. Now, remember what I told you?
I think so. I'm a reporter from the Daily Globe. I'm to ask for an interview with Edna Kelly's sweetheart, Keegan. And when I see him, I'll try to find out from him. Please tell me something, Mr. Keegan. The readers of the Daily Globe have sent us thousands of letters expressing their interest in your reaction to the tragic death of Miss Kelly.
I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Do you believe that the killing was executed by one of your enemies?
I wouldn't know.
You loved Edna Kelly, didn't you?
Hey, what are you giving out with, the Lonely Hearts column?
No. No, you see...
Lay off that love stuff.
But, Mr. Keegan, I was sent up here by my paper to get a human interest story from you. And after all, well, you were fond of Miss Kelly. She was your girl.
My girl? Oh, no.
But
I'll tell you what Edna Kelly was. She was the same as any other dame, see? She was a double-crosser.
But I thought...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't mean that. Don't write nothing like I just said there. I get a little screwy sometimes when I think about what happened.
Oh, of course. I understand.
So, just don't write nothing, will you?
What? No, but what about this theory that she was slain by one of your enemies, Mr. Keegan?
I wouldn't know.
I tell you, Lamont, he flared up so suddenly when I asked him if he really loved her. I was scared to death.
He called her a double-crosser, eh?
Yeah, but he regretted it the next second. He asked me to be sure and not write anything about it.
It's most interesting, Margot, and thank you for your excellent work.
But has what I told you helped you unravel any?
Greatly.
Well, what happens now?
I think that there are many more interesting facts to be learned there at prison.
Yes?
This evening, the Shadow shall pay a call on his old friend, Warden Driscoll.
Come in.
Can I see you for a minute, Warden?
What's the trouble, Carrie?
Well, it's about Keegan.
Well, what about him?
Well, I put him in solitary like you told me.
Yes.
That was this morning I done that.
Hey, Carrie, what are you trying to tell me?
Well, he ain't ate no food for the last 3 meals.
So?
So I was wondering if something should be done to make him eat. He just lays quiet on his bunk.
I thought I told you that no one was to go near Keegan's cell without my orders.
Well, I thought if he wasn't eating...
Carrie, if you just perform your duties as guard around here and let the warden do the thinking, everything will be satisfactory.
Yeah, sure, Warden, sure.
And leave Keegan alone.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Good night, Warden.
Close that door after you.
Yes, sir.
Fool. Hello? Yes? Oh, yes, Mac. Oh, did he get away all right? Good. Yeah? Uh-huh. Well, get him back here before daylight, no matter what happens. Yeah, okay. Tell him I hope he does a good job. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodbye.
You seem to be quite amused, Warden Driscoll.
Huh? Hey, what? Who's that?
Won't you share your little joke with me?
Carrie, are you outside that door? Is that you talking? Carrie, if this is your idea of something funny...
This is not Carrie.
Well, who are you?
I am the Shadow.
The Shadow?
Yes, Warden.
Well, why are you here? What do you want with me?
I came in when Carrie left. I overheard your phone conversation, Driscoll. It was very interesting.
Really?
Yes. I'm more than curious to know who you were talking about.
Now, listen, Shadow. What business have you...
It wouldn't have been George Keegan.
Oh, now, see here. I have had enough of this.
Wait, Warden. I wouldn't advise you to leave until we've finished our conversation.
Well, what are you after, Shadow?
I am seeking the murderer of Edna Kelly and District Attorney Armstrong.
Well, why look here?
Because this is where he is to be found.
Who do you mean?
George Keegan.
Keegan? Oh, that's preposterous. How could a man in prison for the rest of his life suddenly commit 2 murders in a city 50 miles away?
Very simple, Warden. He just go there.
Are you inferring that Keegan has escaped?
Oh, no, nothing as crude as that. But if he were allowed to, shall we say, take a leave of absence for a night.
Keegan has never left these buildings.
Where is he now?
In his cell.
Oh, no, he isn't. I investigated before I came here. And his cell is empty.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. I forgot. He's in solitary confinement.
You mean his cot is stuffed with pillows to make it appear as if he were in solitary confinement?
Ah, that's not true.
I'll tell you where George Keegan is. He's on his way to the city right now to add another link to his chain of cold-blooded murders. He's gone there with your full knowledge and consent.
No.
It would be a great political advantage for you to have the District Attorney Armstrong, the Mayor Lewis, and Commissioner Weston out of the way. Wouldn't it, Warden?
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about.
It's an easy thing to prey upon the susceptible jealousies of a man like Keegan until you goaded him into carrying out your evil wishes.
You can never prove what you're saying.
I haven't time to right now, Warden. The lives of the mayor and the commissioner are at stake unless I'm able to stop Keegan. I shall present more than enough proof necessary to implicate you to the district attorney's office in the morning. So you'd better think hard and fast, Warden Driscoll. Margot Lane. Calling Margot Lane. Telephone Police Commissioner Weston immediately. There's no time to lose. Tell him that tonight both he and the mayor are in great danger. Even now it may be too late. If they do have time to follow out my instructions, tell them that they must follow my instructions.
All right, Mr. Mayor. Stay sitting at that desk and keep your back to me. I got a gun here. Don't turn around. Just listen. I'm George Keegan. Remember me? You was one of the heroes that made the pinch when I was picked up. You must remember. Why, they even got a little statue of you and me down at the Wax Museum. Now do you know? You'd better know, Mr. Mayor. 'Cause I'm sending you down personally to take that statue's place. Well, why don't you say something? Are you scared to talk? Where's all that fancy gab that you hand out at banquets and meetings? Come on, speak up. Come on, what's the matter with you? Speak up, will you? All right, then you'll get yours just the same. Looks like I just brought about a special election. Now, Mr. Mayor, I'll just take this corpse of yours down to the museum and then... Hey, what's this? This ain't nobody. It's a dummy, a plant. What?
You've gotten your targets mixed, haven't you, Keegan?
Who's that?
Aren't you surprised to find yourself shooting at a wax dummy?
Come on out in the open. Who are you?
I'm right here with you. I am your shadow.
Come on, Ken, that phony talk. What are you, a copper?
No, just your personal nemesis, Keegan. Now, I'd advise you to drop that gun.
Not a chance.
Close in on him, Commissioner Weston.
Wait. Up with your hands, Keegan.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Take that gun away from him.
Here you are, Chief.
This is your your waxworks murderer, Commissioner.
Thank you, Shadow.
You guys ain't got nothing on me.
How did you get out of jail,
I
Keegan?
flew out the window.
With the help of Warden Driscoll.
Is this true? Did Driscoll aid you in these crimes?
Driscoll wasn't in.
Who's that? Ah, I see you've caught him. Good work, Commissioner.
Hello, Warden Driscoll. What brings you here?
This man, Keegan, escaped from my prison tonight. And I learned that his purpose in leaving was to make good a threat he'd made on the life of our mayor.
Hey, what is this baloney you're throwing out, Warden?
Quiet, you. I've just learned that this isn't the first time he's got out either.
A very good story, Warden. Only I think that George Keegan could tell us a different one.
Shadow, you here?
Yes. And I sort of expected you'd come too, Warden.
What's this all about, Shadow?
Perhaps Keegan can explain that to you, Commissioner.
How about that?
Listen, I ain't no squealer, see? But that Warden ain't telling the truth, not one bit. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, Commissioner, what is this all about? Am I being placed under suspicion here in the testimony of a shadow?
Just a minute, Warden. What are you holding back, Keegan?
I can answer that for you, Commissioner Weston. Keegan is shielding the Warden as the real instigator of the Waxworks murder.
That's a lie.
He wanted you all of the way, Commissioner, so he employed Keegan as his instrument of murder.
Don't listen to him.
Go on, Shadow.
But first, he had to give Keegan sufficient incentive to perform these crimes, so he went to work on his emotions, his jealousy.
How?
He told Keegan that his girl Edna Kelly had been double-crossing him, right along. Keegan, this was a lie.
Huh? What, you mean she was on a level?
Absolutely, Keegan.
Why, Driscoll, you
Hey,
dirty...
look out, he's got another gun.
Don't. Go on. Go on, roll in pain. Just like Edna done before she died. That's right. Try to talk. That's what she done, too. And I laughed at it. I laughed at it. Laughed at it, that's what I did.
Take him away.
Laughed at it.
Driscoll is dead, Commissioner.
Well, perhaps that's for the best. Oh, Shadow. Are you still there?
Yes, Commissioner.
I want to thank you heartily for this night's work.
I seek no credit, Commissioner. However, I have a suggestion for you.
What's that?
If the Wax Museum decides to create a new tableau depicting this present event, it might be wise for you to arrange to be excluded from it. It gives people ideas.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Shadow will be with you in a moment. But first, have you heard the big news about the non-skid tire sensation that protects you against the danger of skidding as never before? This new Goodrich Silvertown was turned over to the nation's largest independent testing laboratory, the Pittsburgh Testing Laboratory. Test this new kind of tire against the regular and premium price tires of America's 6 largest tire manufacturers were the orders. And here's what the impartial engineers found. The new Goodrich Silvertown gave greater skid resistance than any other tire tested, even those priced at from 40% to 70% more. Furthermore, this new Silvertown averaged 19.1% more non-skid mileage than the other tires tested in its own price range, which means you get every 6th mile free. And remember, the Goodrich Silvertown offers you both Lifesaver Tread skid protection and Golden Ply blowout protection at no extra cost. The Shadow, Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Cranston is known to the underworld as the Shadow. Never seen, only heard, as haunting to superstitious minds as a ghost, as inevitable as a guilty conscience. The Shadow's true identity is known only to his constant friend and aide, Margot Lane. Today's story, The Message from the Hill.
Hand me that map, Jake.
Okay, boss. Spread it out on the table, Jordan.
Okay. Now, let's check the whole thing once more.
All right. Now, here's the bloomin' desert island we're camped on right now.
Yeah? It ain't so much bigger than that dot at that. Oh, shut up, Jake. And here's Swaneo Island.
Righto. There's Mount Raleigh and that blessed diamond mine right smack in the middle. See, Jake? 3 weeks from the coast and Governor House by trail. Isolated, you might say.
All right, Limey. Is our plane in good shape?
Top hole.
You're sure you can find that mountain?
Well, I've thrown up there often enough.
Limey, we don't want to get tangled up with the mining company's plane.
We won't. The plane goes up from the coast on Friday, comes back on Saturday. We pays our little visit to the diamond mine in between.
You're sure they ship the diamonds out every 3 months?
Listen, Jordan. I've worked for those fat-headed birds for over a year. I know.
Well, looks foolproof to me.
And there's enough diamonds in one of them shipments to keep us all like aristocrats.
Are the rest of the native boys in good shape, Jake?
Yeah, boss. The cream of the South Seas.
They can fight?
They may have to. That blasted Major White's what's the chief? He's a tough old bird, he is.
Oh, we'll take care of him.
Wonder what he'll say when he sees me again.
Well, why worry? He won't talk long.
What do you mean, boss?
I mean that when we get through and ready to leave, we'll wipe out every one of the white men.
That's the ticket, Jordan. Don't leave no witnesses. They'll all be corpses.
Miss Lane at the Mount Raleigh Diamond Mine.
Nice standing, Rick, here.
Well, thanks awfully, Mr. Cranston.
Oh, here comes a nice-looking boy to greet us.
It's Ned Fenton, the assistant superintendent of the Diamond Mine. Hi, Ned. Visitors for you.
Well, this is jolly.
Miss Lane, may I present Ned Fenton?
How do you do?
How do you do?
And Mr. Lamont Cranston, Mr. Fenton.
How do you do? Very glad to be here.
It's lovely here on your mountain top.
Glad you like it. Let me help you down, Miss Lane.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Here you are.
I suppose this is one of the few rarely secluded places left on the Earth's surface. I imagine it is. By the way, Ned, where are the others?
Oh, Major Whiteside's off in the hills with the 3 junior engineers. See them all at mess tonight. Leave the mail sack there, Ricky.
Tenga will haul it in.
By the way, how is Tenga? Still down in the mouth?
Frightful. Poor old chap.
Who's Tenga?
And what's the matter with him?
Oh, Tenga's our houseman, butler, cook, and so on. He's mourning for his son who lives on a small island about 1,000 miles from here.
Poor fellow. When did he hear?
A month ago. Same night he thinks the boy died.
But I thought you had no wireless station here.
No, we haven't.
Then
Tenga's wife told him by telepathy.
told him? You mean he believes his son dead because of a mental message sent by telepathy?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come now, Mr. Cranston. You don't believe such rot.
Frankly, I don't think it is all rot. I believe when two minds are in tune, sometimes they can communicate.
Across 1,000 miles of
On
ocean.
the ends of the earth.
Oh, after
Don't
all,
laugh too loudly, Mr. Fenton. Your disbelief might get a rude shock if you stay in the Orient long. You can never tell what strange things may happen today, tonight.
Tenga! Oh, confound the fellow. No good lately.
You heard about his mourning for his son.
Yes, to be sure. You know, I've told Tenga there can't be any truth to his notion, but that doesn't alter his belief.
Excuse me, sir. Here comes the old man now.
Yes, Master Whiteside. You call?
Have our coffee now, Tenga.
Yes, Master. I bring it.
A fine old type. A chieftain, I imagine, his own island.
Well, I can't say, Mr. Cranston. Tenga's a good houseman. That's all I know about him.
Major, Ricky tells us that on his flight next week he takes out your quarterly shipment of diamonds.
Yes. Sending off a sizable packet of the stones. They accumulate in 3 months.
Isn't it risky letting them accumulate? I should think crooks might be tempted to lie in wait and pounce.
Oh, nonsense, Cranston. Takes 3 months to reach us by trail.
Couldn't they take a hint from you and use a plane?
Can't see how. There's no plane but ours the whole island. None nearer than Australia, I should fancy.
But Major...
Now, if you'll forgive me, I'll take a squint at my mail from the office.
No, of course. You other boys must want to read yours, too.
Oh, thanks awfully, Miss Lane. There is one from home I'm aching to get.
Well, by Joe.
Anything wrong, Major?
No, nothing wrong. Just use it odd, that's all.
I bring coffee now, Master Whiteside.
Oh, yes. Tenga,
Yes, Master.
I've a letter from the office. Message for you in it. The fact of the matter is, your wild guess was right. Your son did die a month ago.
Oh, no.
Yes, Master, I know. Tinga's wife tell him boy dead.
I say, Tenga, we're awfully sorry.
Thank you, Master Ned.
Well, that'll be all, Tenga. We'll help ourselves. You may go.
Yes, Master. Tinga go.
Oh, fancy that now.
I said that in the East the unbelievable always happens. Now, will you excuse me? I think I must speak to Tenga, sir.
Well, whatever for?
I'd like to give the old man a few words of consolation.
Oh, I say, that won't do. We never have personal dealings with the natives, Cranston. Bad for discipline, you know. I'm afraid I must ask you to refrain.
Why, naturally, Major, if you wish. Margot, supposing you and I go out and look at the moon.
Why, of course, Lamont. Lovely tonight.
I'll open the screen door for you.
Well, what do you think of the Major, Lamont?
Fine example of a ruler in the empire on which the sun just doesn't set.
Not very nice of him forbidding you to speak to Tenga.
Oh, I don't mind. At least he can't forbid the shadow doing so.
You mean you'll go to Tenga as the shadow?
Yes, Margot. Yes.
But, Lamont, you'll scare the poor old man silly. Lamont, where are you? Speak to me.
It's all right, Margot. I'm on my way to talk to Tenga as the shadow. Do not be afraid, Tenga.
Why should Tenga fear?
Many fear the shadow because they cannot see him.
The shadow is strange magic. Tenga not understand. But an old man whose son has gone down in the land of dead fears nothing anymore.
The shadow weeps for you.
The tears of friend are balm to the heart.
Is not your sorrow greater tonight because the letter has come making your son's death certain?
No. Tenga need not white man's foolish letter.
The white major does not understand how you could communicate with your wife across the waters.
White men do not know wisdom and magic.
Some white men know.
That may be. I do not know.
You do not question the shadow. You do not ask where I come from.
No. The young and foolish question. The old take what comes.
Soon I shall be gone. Far away toward the sea. But Tenga, will be your friend.
Then our souls will speak to each other again when we are troubled.
Yes. For when two spirits are in tune, the waters of the earth, the many miles of forest, do not part them. They can still meet and speak.
And then, Miss Lane, Roger backed down and paid for every one of the cows.
Oh, how interesting, Governor.
Yes, must tell that yarn to Cranston.
Yes, indeed. Why, that's funny. I thought he was dancing with Lady Brainford.
No, I saw him going to the garden a moment ago. Your friend's a very restless chap, isn't he?
Not ordinarily, Governor, but I must confess that he certainly has been jumpy this evening.
Perhaps the flight back from the hills upset him.
Oh, I don't think so, Governor. Well, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go and try to find him.
My certainly, Miss Lane.
Lamont Cranston.
Oh? Yes? What is it?
It's I, Margot Lane.
Oh, you Margot.
Yes, what are you doing down here on the beach by yourself?
Margot, shh. Listen.
Listen. I can't hear anything.
Nothing at all?
But at the waves lapping on the shore. There's nothing else to hear.
But there is, Margot. You've just interrupted a very interesting conversation.
Interrupted? But Lamont, there's no one here for you to talk to. Who was it?
Tenga.
Tenga. You mean that old native up at the mine?
Yes, Margot.
But it doesn't seem possible. He's 100 miles away.
In the Orient, Margot, many strange things happen. All evening I've been restless. I had the feeling someone was trying to speak to me. I came out here to put myself in a receptive mood.
Well, what did Tenga say, Lamont?
Your coming disturbed me, and the contact was broken.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. And just as you called out, Tenga spoke of danger.
Danger?
Yes, something to do with the Mount Raleigh diamond mine. Let's establish contact with him quickly. Sit down here beside me.
Yes, Lamont.
Now, clear your mind, Margot. Think of Tenga. Think of the hills about the mining camp. Listen.
Shadow.
Ah. There. Can you hear him now?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Master Shadow. Master Shadow. Tenga calls you, Master.
I can hear you, Tenga.
I can hear, too.
Tenga, speak. Tell Shadow. There is danger?
Yes, Shadow. White men come to mine. Make war.
White men? Strangers?
Yes, Shadow. Bad white men. Come rob. Come kill.
Where did the strangers come from?
Bad white man come in big skybird.
An airplane?
Yes. They come with gun. Money gun. They want rob stones from mine.
Yes, Tenga?
Master White Stone fix skybird.
Fix the plane? How, Tenga?
Fix so no cannot fly. Bad white man shoot master for this. Kill him.
How horrible.
Tenga, how many bad white men are there?
Many as fingers on one hand and 3 more.
8.
They say kill Master Ned. Kill Tenga. Kill everyone. Native boys fear. Run to hills. Bad man lock masters in house. Tenga call Shadow. Bring help.
Yes, Tenga, yes. The Shadow will bring help.
Hurry, Master Shadow. Come quick. Hurry. Hurry.
He's gone. Come, Margot, quickly.
What can you do?
Those bandits are stuck up in the mountains. Major Whiteside wrecked their plane. They can't escape. But they killed Whiteside. We must hurry before they kill all the others.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's danger ahead for the Shadow, and he's ready for the consequences. But who knows what danger lurks in your path as you roll along over a wet, glistening highway?
The Shadow knows today's high speeds, slippery oil-filmed roads, and quick-acting brakes all spell SKID. Is a treacherous car-spinning skid just around the corner for you? Or are you going to play safe?
To fight this dangerous hazard that killed and injured thousands of motorists last year, to protect you in the hazard zone of motoring, where a slippery film of water may make complete command of your car almost impossible, Goodrich has developed the new Safety Silvertown with the special skid protection of the Lifesaver Tread. This new development in tread actually dries wet roads. Its never-ending spiral bars act like a battery of windshield wipers, sweep the water right and left, force it out through deep grooves, make a dry track for the rubber to grip. And remember, motorists, you needn't take anybody's word for how fast this tire will stop you. One free demonstration ride will prove to you that the new Silvertown will stop you quicker, safer than you've ever stopped before, no matter how wet the going is. Many of your friends right here in town have already discovered what it means to be saved by a Silvertown stop. They'll all tell you that Silvertowns below mean greater safety above. Don't take chances. Protect your family, your car, and your friends. Ride on the new Goodrich Safety Silvertown tires.
Governor, you've got to listen to me. I tell you, I know.
Ridiculous, Mr. Cranston.
Governor, your friends, those men in the hills, they may be killed.
My dear Miss Lane, it's impossible for you to know anything about what's going on up there. Impossible.
I told you, Governor. Tenga spoke to us.
Please, Mr. Cranston, you can't ask me to believe that.
Yes, it's true.
I heard Tenga too, Governor.
Pure imagination, my dear.
Give me a plane and some armed men, then we'll find out if it's imagination.
The plane, Mr. Cranston, is for official business only. Not for any silly joyride.
But it isn't silly. Tenga called us through mental telepathy, the oldest wireless in the world.
Now, Cranston, I think I've listened to this cock and bull story long enough. I'll get back to my guest.
Just lend me the plane for...
No, I won't lend it to you. And I'll put a guard around it in case you have any crazy schemes about grabbing it.
But, Governor, these bandits...
The bandits, my dear, are creatures of Mr. Cranston's imagination, nothing more. Please excuse me. I must give my orders to the guard.
You may regret this, Governor.
I doubt it, Mr. Cranston. If you ask me, you'd better consult the doctor. Touch of a sun, no doubt.
Oh, Lamont, what can we do?
Margot? We're going up to that mine.
But how?
We're flying, taking the plane.
But you heard the governor. He's putting guards around the plane.
Guards, Margot, have never yet managed to stop the Shadow.
Say, Corporal,
What is it?
sitting in this hangar guarding the plane. Ain't it kind of silly?
It ain't for you to question the governor's orders.
No, sir, but... Well, who's going to meddle with the plane?
Never mind that. Orders is orders.
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, someone's opening the small door there.
Who's there?
I don't see anyone.
Tain't no one, I guess.
Oh, maybe the wind blew the door open and shut.
Well, there's no sign of it, Breeze.
Oh, maybe whoever it was saw us and stayed outside.
Just keep your eyes on that plane.
Yes, sir. Hey, Corporal, look at the hangar door.
Well, it's sliding back.
Yeah, nobody's near it.
Who's there? Answer, I said I'll shoot.
I'm afraid you can't hit anything, soldier.
Who's Corporal?
It's spooks.
Yes, my friend, something like that.
I'm getting out of here.
Blimey, this ain't regulations, you know.
Leave before it's too late.
Yes, sir, I'm leaving.
Right.
Lamont!
Come on, Margot. Coast is clear. Hurry.
Oh, those poor soldiers. They're still running.
Get in, Margot, before they come back.
Yes, I'm with you.
I'll run her right through the open door. Take off.
All right.
Shut the door.
Yes.
Thank heaven this plane's got an automatic starter.
Hurry.
Strap your belt. Here we go.
Oh, I hope we're in time, Shadow.
Here come some men now. They heard the plane landing.
They're strangers and they have guns.
No doubt they're the robbers. The plane's a surprise to them.
Yes.
There'll be another surprise later. They'll be hardly expecting the Shadow.
No.
Now remember, Margot, you're alone. No one on the coast suspects what's happening here.
I'll remember. Be careful, Shadow.
Here they come.
Don't move. Don't go ahead.
Hi.
Come on, now drag that pilot out of here, Jake.
What's the matter?
Hey, boss. It's a woman.
What is this? What's the matter? I don't know you.
Here, let me in there. Why, a girl. Alone. Yeah, look. Hey, what are you doing here, sister?
Well, please, put down that gun.
Answer my question.
Well, I borrowed the plane and flew up to see a friend, Ned Fenton.
Well, your friend ain't receiving, sister. But thanks very much for the plane. Bring her out, Jake. Sure. Come on, babe, and keep those pretty paws up.
Very well.
There she is. Now, come on, miss. Jump down here.
This is a hold-up, isn't it?
You catch on quick. Fly me. Can you fly this crate? Sure, easy.
But I used up all the gas.
There's gas over in that shack, Limey. Fill her up. We'll bump off the rest of these mining guys and get out of here. I'll get the gas one away. All right, Jake. Bring the dame. I want to talk to her. Okay, boss. Come on, you.
Coming. Let go of my arm.
Come on, get out of here.
So the plane was welcome, was it? I doubt if its invisible passenger will be. No, you killers. You will not like the Shadow.
Hey, you. Bozo. What's your name?
Tenga.
Yeah? Well, Tanga, the boss says to get him a couple of drinks. And fast, you hear me?
Tenga here.
Scram. Pep it up.
Pigs.
Tenga?
Who calls? The Shadow?
Yes, Tenga. I am here.
Shadow come to save Master Ned and White Master.
Yes, Tenga. The Shadow promised when he spoke across the mountains. He is here to help.
Yes, Shadow.
Tell me, where have the bandits put Master Ned and our other friends?
They locked in room main bungalow. Chief of robbers in room outside with gun.
Take him the drinks he orders, Tenga. The Shadow will follow you into the room.
Yes, Shadow. Drinks ready. Shadow come.
Yes, Tenga. But do not speak to me with others near.
No. Tenga knows. Shadow stay hidden.
Lead the way, Tenga.
They are in here, Shadow.
Hey, Tanga. What are you whispering about out there?
Nothing, Master.
Who are you talking to?
No one, Master. See, no one here.
Yeah? Well, come on in here with that bottle.
Don't grab the poor old man like that.
You keep quiet, sister.
Hey, boss. The old guy must have money in the bank. He was talking to himself.
Tenga go now.
Okay, beat it. Now, don't hang around outside.
If we catch you trying to help those English guys, I'll slit your throat.
Tenga go.
How long do you expect to keep me here?
Just as long as we want, sister. Maybe we'll take you along when we leave, as hostage.
I'd rather stay here.
There won't be nothing left here, lady, but stiffs.
Hey, look, sister. You see that little package on the table?
Yes?
Well, that's got enough diamonds in it to make us all rich.
Sure.
Hey, well, what is it, Lammy?
I got bad news.
Did you fill up the plane with gas?
That's just it. While I went for the gas, somebody monkeyed with the works. All three motors.
Hey, what goes in? Hey, you, sister. Are you trying to pull a fast one on me?
Don't be ridiculous. I haven't been near those motors since I landed.
That's right, boss. Who could have fixed them motors?
I don't know, but we got to find those missing parts if we're going to get out of here.
Well, how about taking parts from our plane?
There's nothing left to take. Old Major Whiteside went to work on our motors with an axe.
Hey, wait a minute. I'll bet one of them guys in the next room got out and did it.
Oh, how could they? With two guards outside the window? Jake, you go with Limey and try to find that stuff. And leave the machine gun on the table.
Okay, boss. Come on, Jake.
Yeah, right with you.
Now, listen to me, sister.
Yes?
Was there someone hiding here beside you in the plane? Someone hiding?
I was not hiding, Jordan, but you could not see me.
Who said that?
I am the Shadow.
Shadow? Well, where are you, anyway?
Here, Jordan. Here in the shadows. But you cannot see me. Your
the devil it has.
Look on the table.
The diamonds. They're gone.
I've taken them, Jordan, just as I took the parts from the motors in the plane. You cannot escape.
Shadow, my friends are locked in this room.
Get away from that door, doll, before I throttle you.
No, my friend, let the girl go.
Oh, Shadow, you...
I knocked him out, Margot. Now I must leave things in your hands. I cannot reveal my presence here as the shadow to our friends. But I will be here watching in the shadows. Now, unlock the door and let our friends out. The key is in the lock.
Yes. Hurry, men. Come on out.
Lane, how in the world?
Never mind that. Hurry. Take the machine gun over there. You must arm yourself.
There's plenty of guns in the closet there.
Gordon, the leader's lying there unconscious, but the others are still free and dangerous.
Righto. Let's have that Tommy gun, Miss Lane. We'll give them a reception. Miss Lane, you'd better go in the next room there. There'll be bullets flying in here.
All right.
Yes.
Hey, boss! Hey, boss! We can't find him.
Hey, Jake, throw up your hands.
What is this?
Hands up, I say.
Not me, you... Hey, Daddy's got a pistol.
Yes, that's for Major Whiteside. Now, come on, fellows. Let's get the others.
All right, come on.
Shadow, are you still here?
Yes, Tenga, I'm here.
Then you see Master Ned kill bad men?
Yes, Ned had no alternative. They tried to fight. Look through the window, Tenga. Another bad man die. Others fly towards jungle.
They go also to their death. Listen.
Native drums. Ah, Tenga. I understand.
Yes, Master. Boys in jungle know these white men bad. They glad to kill them.
Their leader, Jordan, there, will live only a little longer. Then he will die at the hands of the authorities. He planned well, but he forgot one thing.
Yes, Shadow. He forgot Shadow and Tinga speak together no matter where he is, no matter where I am.
Yes, Tenga. And he forgot crime always brings its own penalty. No matter whether justice is brought about by means of mental telepathy, recognized detective forces, or the shadow.
You have been listening to a dramatized version of one of the many copyrighted stories which appear in the Shadow magazine.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows.
Days come to end now, work's all done, let's take a bow. Smiles and joy on every face, it's time to leave this happy place. Packed our gears and locked the door, running free just like before, rising high as the stars above. In work we find a piece of love. Oh, daily triumph, here we go, as we leave the candles glow. Goodbye, off to see you soon. Till tomorrow in the afternoon. Laughter rings from all around. In this space, joy can be found. Tasks are finished, time to play. Bidding adieu to another day. Oh, daily triumph, here we go, as we leave the candles glow. Goodbye, off to see you soon. Till tomorrow in the afternoon. rings from all around. In this space, joy can be found. Tasks are finished, time to play. Bidding adieu to another day. Oh, daily triumph, here we go, as we leave the candles glow. Goodbye, office, see you soon. Till tomorrow in the afternoon. Laughter, rest, and time to dream. In the stars our hearts will gleam. Count the moments, count the smiles. We'll be back in just a while.